Winnipeg's police chief is among those concerned about a single inquest into the deaths of 6 men following interactions with police here in the city. Earlier this summer, it was determined the 6 deaths may be examined under one inquest as opposed to individually, causing concern for at least 4 of the 6 families involved. Following a Winnipeg Police Board meeting on Friday, Chief Danny Smyth made his unease known.
I don't like the idea that we have to put several sort of deaths together in one inquest. I think that's fraught with a lot of problems. But it's not my call.
The time frame for the inquest has yet to be set, but opposition justice critic Nahani Fontaine says a larger, more extensive public inquiry, which the party has been calling for, is better suited to determine if systematic issues are at play in these deaths and other deaths involving police in the city.
The mechanism to look at systemic natures of folks coming into contact with the WPS and dying is a public inquiry. And again, you know, Manitoba citizens deserve to have that information, and as a collective, we deserve to know how to mitigate that, to ensure that that doesn't happen again.
Chief Smyth said he cannot comment on the calls being made for a public inquiry.
You know, that's above my pay grade on that. I don't call the inquiries. Those were done by justice. We have fully cooperated with justice when there are inquests or inquiries, and we've been participants in both. When there's a death, it's an automatic inquest, but an inquiry is called by a different level of government, and it's certainly not the city.
Inquests into the death have been delayed previously, and Smyth says COVID-19 has been putting pressure on the processes, but the service will cooperate fully with the process however it unfolds.
We can't wait, keep waiting and putting things off, even though we have had to because of the pandemic. We're learning how to live with the pandemic. If the justice determines that that's the way they want to deal with it, we will adjust and we will, we will participate in the inquest.
In a previous statement, Manitoba Justice Minister Cameron Friesen stressed that it's the chief medical examiner who calls the inquest, and it's a process that he's confident in. He says it's also the chief medical examiner who determines whether or not the inquest will be grouped or examined individually. In Winnipeg, Modjeski, City News.